Hello and welcome, I am Kosh from Granite City RC, and I have some stuff set out on the table here, because as of time of recording, yesterday was Christmas, and I have some new goodies. So I'll quickly run through it. So we've got new crawler ESC, so it's the Hobbywing waterproofed speed controller. It's a lovely little bit of kit there. Pop that back in there. Got a quick look at you as well. There is a program card which comes with this, so you can set obviously different running modes, battery types, and all your initial start forces, brake forces, and all the lovely bits. So it's a couple of quick connectors, I think, there. That'll be a cable to connect to the ES itself. So that comes with the Dean's plug, motor connectors. That would be into the receiver, and yeah, power switch there, and I think there's a set switch on the power switch itself. So I'll rattle through it pretty quickly just because there's a couple of boxes to go through. So one, new ESC. Next up we have a nice Savox servo, sorry. Reasonably quick, good torque on it. So it's a 15 kg/cm torque, so it's waterproofed, metal gearing. So upgraded some steering power there. Trying to get myself into the new age, seeing as pretty much the only kit I've had in the past 12 years was the Dual Hunter from Tamiya, which is now a bit out of date. So bringing myself into the LiPo age here with lovely Gens Ace 4000 mAh 50C, and of course new battery means the new charger. Overlander. So what have we got in here? Also got the charger itself. I believe this is set up so you can do the lipos, do the metal halides as well, the nickel metal, sorry, and also discharge them when needed. So I'll have to obviously go through the manual and double check what I'm doing with that. So that's going to be power, and yeah, that's our Dean's plug connector now that we're into the fancy age of different technologies. So that's power, steering, brains of the car sorted, I guess. Pop everything back in there so I know where it lives. Battery out of the way. Also some shock fluid. I know the Dual Hunter doesn't have anything that needs shock fluid, it's just spring shocks there. It's what, 30 weight Team Factory. As I said, there's more things to open, so I'll get to that. And now another controller, or radio system. It's a 3-channel, what are you again? A Bisma. 3-channel Bisma, the CR3P. Grab you out quickly. Okay, so that's there we go. Nice little receiver, and I imagine that's the binding key there. What else is in there? Little straw for the aerial protection, I guess. But yeah, there we go. Binding instructions in with it as well. Also waterproof, so I think you can kind of see where I'm going with the waterproofed parts that I have. The ESC, the servo, and now receiver. I'm going to have to get used to this because I've always been on a 2-stick analog system. But this seems to be easy enough to control. I know some people try and film and steer at the same time, which I'm not going to do. It's just going to be hard enough for me controlling this anyway. What we're there, 4 batteries on the bottom. So that's easy enough to do there. What else is here? We've got a couple of, that must be trims or something there. Some dial there. We have another switch in here for something, and that's your channel 3 there, so that'd be channel 1, 2 and 3, which just seems like an on-off button. Obviously we'll have to get some batteries in this and figure it out. It does have a screen, so obviously we're going to be able to program this in some degree. Oh, and it looks like there's a mini USB port in for some reason as well. Maybe we can update firmware to it and the running systems. So that's pretty good. So anyway, just a standard controller really with it. Pop you in your house there. Get rid of this. So, with all the new pieces, you might be wondering what's happening. Because obviously I've got my truck, my forklifts, the dual hunter. These are not for the dual hunter, or the truck, or the forklift. So here we have the new purchase, or Christmas present really. The Carisma Coyote. Coyote, or however you like to call it, but the SCA-1E Kit. So we'll get this off, and obviously being Boxing Day I did have to at least get into the packaging a little bit yesterday and have a look for things. So we've got our manual there, which will cover all necessary pieces. So it's your axles, differential assembly, and the shocks, which brings in the shock fluid. So this will get me going into the rock crawling side of things, which is going to be quite fun, seeing as Greedo's got his rock crawling truck, and start doing some proper crawling through the woods and find some nice areas and tracks. So anyway, manual, important thing, keep that safe. You do get a couple of tools. It's a little Allen key and a little T-wrench thing there. Simply big tyres. Basically as big as the palm of my hand. I think these are your hubs there, so that's the locking hubs, which should lock the bead of the wheel into them, which makes it a little bit more secure and saves you gluing, but you can obviously glue it if you want. I think there's foam inside the wheels there, which I may or may not keep depending on what we're running it. Some bearings. There we go. And I haven't opened anything really apart from the manual, so looks like we've got a little chromed accessories for the body. So there's your bumpers, wing mirrors. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out what colour we're doing this. And then the massive pieces. So, bag J. Oh, it's not too bad. Everything kind of seems to be labelled in the bags and separated out. So, that seems to be the main framework there. Chassis rails. It's a formed C-shaped metal, which is good, sturdy. Side rails, yeah, that looks like the post for mounting what's in bag A, which is going to be the shocks, which are metal oil-filled shocks, so that's going to be quite a fun one to start playing around with. I've only really been on strung shocks before, and dampeners, so it's something I'm going to have to learn whilst building, I guess. Ooh. That looks like a central gear housing and differentials. Bag H. Bag 1 looks like the bumpers and accessories, or bag I even instead of bag 1. So bumpers and accessories. Bag D, I think that looks like steering rods, steering knuckles in there, so that's an important one there. Again, they look like parts for locking differentials and some gears in bag B. Feels a bit greasy, that one, so they might be pre-oiled a little bit. Bag F looks like that'll be the rails, the slide rails underneath. Baggy. What are you, baggy? That'll be part of the drive chains, I think. Bag G, that's the main drive there, so that'll come off the motor, or off the gearing from the motor. Which leaves us a little final bag C, which looks like the axle housings, front and rear. Whoa. So this is going to be a fun build for me, and even better once it's completed. So I'll get everything ready, and I'll probably start building this today actually, but in another video. And we'll have that posted as well at some point, just to build along, or haven't built one of these and want to see what it's like before going ahead and getting one. So there you go. We'll call it a day there. Short and sweet, but just wanted to quickly rattle through things before I get in and start building things, and it's too late to show what actually comes with it. But, as I said, we're going to have to contemplate what colour we're going for on the body. So maybe get this out and have a quick look. It's a polycarbonate body there. We'll still need to cut out the wheel arches at some point, but that's okay. Yeah, and just finish up the trim around the edges from the factory finish there. It's been cut out reasonably well, but they've obviously left a little bit to do just in case you need to trim extra off. It's going to look a lovely truck once it's done. As I said, it's just trying to figure out paint styles to apply to it. I might go for a beat up sort of rusted look for it, but we'll figure that out as and when we get to it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and as I said, look out for the build videos coming soon. Bye now.